Arthur, my friend, you didn't tell me you could perish. Thank you to our final patrons, Rebel4765 and Midnight Gemlord. Now, before we come to this discussion on Arthur's death, for lack of a better term, please leave your own thoughts on his lack of immortality in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do a Patreon down below, anywhere as low as count them $1 a month to get these exclusive videos, early content, and more. Now, let's hop into the discussion. What's up, guys? I'm Hunter, and here you are to do a discussion on whether or not Arthur should be able to die, or something along those lines. It's very strange. So, the thing is, right, when we were introduced to Kath, who absorbed a portion of chaos, note, a portion, not even all of it, like, chaos had completely fused with Arthur, and thusly Kath only got, like, barely a hand, and maybe some of his forearm. He was stated to transcend life and death itself. It was literally physically impossible for you to tear Kath apart and properly end him because he wasn't alive nor dead. He transcended both of those. And even his own attacks reflected back at him didn't do anything to him. He just regenerated just fine. A level beyond Bond's immortality, which we've seen can regenerate Bond from even a drop of blood. However, Arthur makes a very interesting point when he was discussing with Lancelot about why he couldn't dodge chaos. He said, chaos is something without a mind, more so an instinct that activates whenever I need to be protected, whenever it thinks my life is in danger, as if its vessel were to die, then it would no longer have a place to be. However, why is Arthur capable of ceasing the living, if you will? Like, what is going on here? I don't know. It seems very, very strange that this sort of just happened, and it was something so casual. So, like, for the longest time, we thought Arthur had the same properties of Kath, if not better, right? Because he had all of chaos, not just a portion of it. But seemingly, he has mortality. And notably, this isn't necessarily too crazy. Like, upon reflection, even Hawk Mama, the green moss husk, that ended up containing chaos for thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years, it could potentially die, I suppose. Like, when Derriere hit it, it was in grave condition and needed to be healed by Elizabeth. But still, why does a fraction of chaos contain absolute immortality, if not a level of being beyond immortality, while the true vessel of chaos, the king of chaos, can just, like, straight up disappear and die? And, like, this seems genuinely strange. Like, I don't necessarily get what the issue is, right? Because if you are a full vessel, a true proper vessel of chaos that has all of its powers, because seemingly the only thing that Hawkmama had was creation, and even that, it wasn't that strong. Sorry, if you're the literal creator of the verse, and like, what, 54 hit Derriere can nearly one-shot you, something is wrong. But with that being the case, it's strange to think about the idea that Arthur is mortal still, and like, honestly, it makes you wonder, if a full power Lancelot were to pick up a blade and just absolutely annihilate him with a shining road, would he just perish? Would he just cease existing? Like, is that it? What would happen to chaos in that case? Because we know chaos came from the stars far, far, far away. Like, that's just how it is. And it didn't seemingly have a vessel then. It had a shape, but it was a will and a power that created the world. But with that being the case, why would a complete vessel of it not have the same properties of nigh-on immortality? Does this mean that Meliodas could literally rip Arthur from chaos by, like, annihilating Arthur? I don't know. It seems strange. I mean, I get the narrative reason why Arthur can still perish, because, like, honestly, unless we were to teach some of the Four Knights sealing techniques, which we know none of them have at this point. Tristan could hypothetically do it through his demon powers, but he's not much control over that. Like, there's no way to beat Arthur outside of sealing him. But even still, like, that was an option. That was something that they could learn. That was something that they could do. It seems strange that Nakamo would take away the transcendence property of chaos when it's in the full vessel. It also makes me want to believe that Arthur's lying. I don't know why he would though. That's the weird thing. It doesn't make sense why he would even lie about this. Like false hope, something strange. I don't know why can Arthur perish. It seems such a strange plot point that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with anything previously established. More so, just has to do with a way for the knights to get rid of him without like actually getting rid of him in pre-established ways. And I'm not sure. Once again, there's the entire possibility that Arthur could be lying. Like, his whole first interaction seems extremely underwhelming, extremely strange, extremely, like, out of left field. I don't know why. I've already talked about this, why I thought it was underwhelming. But with that being the case, it could just be all part of the facade, give people false hope, do something like that. But I don't know. It seems so random, so out of left field, so strange that he now has mortality. Like, he is, as a vessel, just that. Like, he could literally just... Does that mean he shouldn't have absorbed the full king? Should he have just absorbed some properties of it? Like, what made Cath special? Like, as far as I was concerned, Cath was just a thing. Sure, it was a purgatory beast, but, like, it was a thing, like Arthur, that was made by Chaos, that had some of Chaos's power, and thusly it transcended life and death. Why does Arthur not get that property when he has the whole thing in him? He got that whole dog in him. Like, legitimately, I don't know. It seems strange. And, like, with that being the case, it makes me wonder, like, did Nakama just give up? Did he forget? Like, to be fair, Nakama makes mistakes all the time. Like, don't get me wrong. He be dropping plot points, he be dropping characters, he be dropping pretty much everything, including the ball. But, like, that is a major thing. That is a major thing about the end of the series. And it seems like it just gets, like, kicked out the door, and I don't know why. So, like, does that mean, hypothetically, if William still had his true magic form and he existence erased Arthur, would he just be done? Would Arthur just perish and Chaos will be free? What does Chaos being free mean? Does it need a new vessel? Does it have to have a vessel? Can it be just a power and a will that kind of just vibes out everywhere? Because, like, notably, it seems like Chaos was a power and a will that needed to be sealed away. Like, the Supreme Deity and the DBK were like, whoa, okay, Big Papa, like, I respect your hustle, mama, but I can't let you free, because you're just gonna influence my people, my creations. I cannot let that slide, so jail. So why is it that the integrity of the vessel is now under question? Like, I feel like, if anything, Hawkmoon was the outlier, because it was not an intended vessel. Like, it was not something that could use Chaos's powers. It was not something that was the King of Chaos. But, like, Hawkmoon had some access to it, like the Ouroboros incident, or the Oshiro incident, not the Ouroboros incident, that's something different. But the Oshiro incident, where it was praised as a being with so much light that it made the goddess clan respected, and so much darkness that the goddess clan the demon clan feared it. Like, it seems strange that if the true vessels, true holders of chaos, like Cath, who went up, and Arthur, who literally just got the thing directly injected into, like, I don't know. Why do this unless it was either A, a lie, or B, a reason to nerf Arthur? And, like, considering a majority of the cast was already nerfed in the previous series, why are we nerfing our big bad? That's the only way I can take it as. Like, why would Arthur be able to perish? Like, I get some degree of it. Like, we already see that human Arthur does not have the same properties of Cath. Like, Cath and him need to have the special sauce eyes up in order to activate their regeneration. Right. But in that state, in my mind, Arthur should just be, like, infallible. At least in my mind, right? And, like, if Chaos is able to manifest through Arthur's flesh and defend him, like, if Lancelot were to blast off just that Chaos arm, would that be it? Would that be, like, what is Chaos's standing in relation to Arthur's biological being? Because either they're perfectly infused with each other, which seemed to be the case. Like, remember, Cath didn't eat any specific part of Arthur. He just had his arm, and he immediately got a decent chunk of the powers of Chaos. So what is it? Not, but let me know. He's either all Chaos or not all Chaos. Like, I don't know. It seems like a very strange thing that was made just to nerf Arthur in the weirdest way possible. and give him access to a counter to mind reading, which is an ability that, at least in my opinion, he shouldn't even need a counter to because he's literally the creator of the verse. I don't know. It seems strange, and the more and more we learn about Arthur's mortality, his weakness, like he isn't just absolutely like whipping it all out and slapping on the forehead of all the verse when he really should. Like 16 years of training chaos, Arthur should really just have the verse on a leash. I don't know. It makes me feel like Nakaba doesn't want to make Arthur the final villain, and I don't get why. Like, this is the case where, like, I'm sitting back and I'm looking at it, like, this is what the entire previous series was building to. We ended the previous series on this, but every single bit that I learned more about Arthur, he's strong, but he's actually not that strong. Like Meliodas, the Sins, and all that, they're still a viable threat to him. Lancelot's a viable threat to him. Oh, he has the powers of chaos, he just doesn't have all the properties, so he can still die, he can still perish, all the stuff like that. He still has a human form, then a partial chaos form, then a full chaos form. Like, all these different levels to him make me feel more and more like Nakaba's gonna just introduce some, like, if not a Deus Ex Machina, like a little just other Deus. Like he's gonna just pull out another deity, whether it be like the Chaos Clan or whatever. Something's going to happen, and Arthur's either A, going to be saved slash redeemed, or B, like, I don't know. It's a very weird plot line and a very weird plot point that I want your guys' opinion on. Like, why do you think Nakba made it so that Arthur can die, if not for the fact that he just needs a way to get Arthur out of the narrative that doesn't involve sealing? Like, if that's the only reason we can all collectively think of, then I'm going to be like, oh, well, that's some lazy writing. But if not, tell me otherwise in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that notification bell so you can sign on to any videos that come to the channel. Also, I did a picture down below. This point for as low as one. Count up one. Now I'm about to get these exclusive videos, early content, and more. Now, thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Pendragon the Pencil, writing off.